from CNN yesterday referencing anonymous sources who suggested you're responsible for the ambush of Colombian Police Unit in 2006. Although the CNN report cites anonymous sources with no firsthand knowledge of the events, numerous DEA officials directly involved came to your defense on the record and said you did nothing wrong. So I want to give you an opportunity to explain whatever you want about what actually happened.
Senator, thank you for your question. The incident they referenced in 2006 was an operation that was conducted by the Colombian National Police. DEA had no involvement. DEA was not on the ground. DEA did not provide intelligence. The Colombian National Police operate within a system of complete sovereignty in their country and were following through on information that was developed by the Colombian National Police to serve a search warrant that was authorized by the Fiscalia in Colombia, the Colombian prosecutor. Upon arrival, the Colombian National Police were ambushed by the Colombian military. The Colombian military was being paid by the Norte Valle cartel at the time to ambush this valued group. The trial showed in Colombia that the soldiers that ambushed the police officers were responsible for war crimes, and they're still in prison to this day. So I'd like to state there was no DEA presence on the ground. I was not involved with this case. There was no DEA intelligence that was passed to Colombia. This was an independent investigation being conducted by the Colombian National Police.
Further referring to the CNN report referencing mass killings in Allende by the Trevino brothers, violent leaders of the Zetas cartel, anonymous critics with no firsthand knowledge of even quoted by CNN suggested that an intelligence leak from Mexican authorities may have led to the killing, but your supervisor at the time said that you did nothing wrong. I have a few questions and hopefully have a short answers to each one. Was there ever a determination by DEA that the intelligence leak led to the killing?
No, sir.
Did you directly transfer the intelligence to the Mexican authorities?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you follow all DEA policies and get all proper supervisory approvals regarding the handling of the intelligence?
Yes, sir, we did.
Were you ever investigated or even accused of any wrongdoing?
No, sir, I was not.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say, bearing in mind that the case involving the Trevino brothers remains ongoing?
Just that this is an active investigation, and most recently, both Zeta 40 and 42, the Trevino brothers, were extradited from Mexico to the United States based on drug dealing, cartel activity, and they have been involved with killing hundreds of thousands of Americans through the poison that they distribute into this country, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Serrato, as a sitting U.S. Marshal, you're in the best position to know the details about that challenges the agency that you might head. What are the most pressing challenges facing the Marshal Service, and how would you solve those problems?
Thank you, Senator, for your question. I would say the top three priorities for me are judicial security, ensure that we take a top to bottom look at the division to ensure that we have the appropriate resources allocated. I'd like to look at the technology that we're using as well to make sure that we are maximizing our efforts in the detection of threats. The second issue that I think the Marshal Service needs to look into is the sex offender investigations branch, as well as the missing child unit. those are two missions that are very near and dear to my heart. I believe that it affects America, it affects America's children, and it's something that we need to ensure that we have maximum effort working in that direction. And lastly is the regional fugitive task forces. Regional fugitive task forces and district task forces are the way that the marshals operate missions against the most violent criminal the most violent criminals in America, to ensure that we are doing our part in capturing these individuals. That is something that also needs to be well staffed throughout the districts, the 8 RFTFs and all the district task forces.
Senator.